Students, you can see today I am discussing alkaline earth metal, their physical properties and atomic properties. Here I have presented a table from the NCERT book which shows their atomic numbers, electronic configurations, ionization enthalpies, hydration enthalpies, metallic radius, melting points, density, standard enthalpies, flame colorations of alkaline earth metals of the group 2. As it is clear that in alkaline earth metal, students, first question is why we call them as alkaline earth metals. Why do we call them as alkaline earth metals? Except beryllium is not regarded as an alkaline earth metal because of its small size and high ionization enthalpy. The properties of beryllium are anomalous. They do not resemble with other elements and it maintains a diagonal relationship with aluminium. We will show that again. Now, alkaline earth metal means that their oxides and hydroxides are alkaline in nature, alkali type. They form their oxides react with water to form hydroxides. They are alkaline, they are basic, and they are found in earth crust. And they are fire resistant. Very important, fire resistant. Their melting points and boiling points are very high, as you will see here. Their melting point and boiling points are very high. High melting points, boiling point. They are used as refractory material. Very important. You see, in the furnaces there is a lining which is used, and only those compounds can be used which have very high melting and boiling points. Their melting and boiling points are very high. Because of this reason they are called as alkaline earth metals. Now, beryllium is not regarded as an alkaline earth metal. Let us see the electronic configuration, physical and atomic properties. Let us see the atomic properties, electronic configuration. And you will see beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. The atomic number of beryllium, if I write, is 4, which will be 1s2, 2s2. So in the outermost valence shell, n is equal to 2. This belongs to second period, and there are two electrons in the outermost s orbital. So in the s subshell there are 2 electrons, and similarly you will find that for any element, this is my helium, this is the inert gas, preceding inert gas, and I will write it. So for any alkaline earth metal, we can write the general electronic configuration. General electronic configuration can be written: the inert gas, nearest inert gas element, or the preceding inert gas element, and ns2. Because the electrons are entering into the outermost s subshell, therefore they are the s block elements. So here the general electronic configuration, there are 2 electrons. Therefore, if I say their oxidation state, they all exhibit +2 oxidation state. +1 is not stable. The reason is +2 in the solid state. Have higher lattice enthalpy. As you know, when the compounds are formed, there is energy which is released, and lattice enthalpy we have discussed in the previous chapter, the energy which must be provided to the solid ionic compound in order to dissociate into gaseous ions. So their lattice enthalpy of +2 is higher than +1 compounds. Therefore, +2 is the oxidation state they exhibit in solid. And in aqueous medium or solutions, you know that it is the hydration enthalpy. The hydration enthalpy of M2+ is more than M+, which compensates for their formation of the +2 ions in the aqueous solution. So the oxidation state in solid and in liquid +2 for these because of the lattice enthalpy and high hydration enthalpy. Let us see the next property. The properties which we are talking about are the atomic properties. You already know the atomic and ionic radii, they increase down the group. So there is no problem here because with addition of new shell, as you can see, the ionic radius and metallic radius, what is happening? There is an increase, regular increase from beryllium to the last element. Radium is a radioactive element, so I have not given data for that. There is an increase down the group due to opening and addition of new shells. Both metallic and ionic radii are increasing. Further, if I compare this with the group 1 elements, their atomic and ionic radii are smaller than group 1. So group 2 atomic and ionic radii are smaller than group 1. Because that, as you can see that as you move along the period, what happens is that the electrons, nuclear charge is increasing, electrons are added in the same subshell. Therefore, the result is there is a decrease in the atomic radius. So atomic radius, if I compare with group 2, are less. Further, let us see the ionization enthalpy. Their ionization enthalpies are low. They are still larger because their sizes are smaller. Sizes are smaller than group 1 or alkali metals. Therefore, their ionization enthalpy is higher than group 1. But here there are two ionization energy. First ionization energy, here I should write first ionization. First ionization energy is higher than group 1. What I am trying to say in this case, what you are going to go that first formation of this is the first ionization energy and second ionization energy when I will remove the second electron, students. The first ionization energy of group 2 elements is more. So ionization will be lower, but their sizes are smaller. So first ionization energy of group 2 is higher than group 1. Group 2 is higher than group 1, but second ionization energy of group 2 is less than group 1. The reason, student, you already know, because when they will lose the second electron, they will acquire the inert gas configuration. Therefore, that inert gas configuration, the noble gas configuration, is more stable. Hence, the second ionization enthalpy is lower for group 2 than group 1. Now, let us see the other properties. Further, hydration enthalpy. As you can see, the hydration enthalpy is, as you go down the group, there is a decrease in hydration enthalpy. Beryllium 2+ has largest hydration enthalpy in the group. So they are varying. Beryllium 2+ hydration enthalpy is more than magnesium 2+, is more than calcium 2+, is more than strontium 2+, is more than barium 2+. So beryllium 2+ is the small size, high charge. That means the charge by volume is the highest. Charge density is the highest for Be2+. Charge density is the highest for beryllium 2+. So it has the highest hydration energy. But if we compare it with the group 1, the group 2 group 2 have higher hydration enthalpy than group 1 because of their smaller size and plus 2 charge. Their charge is plus 2, for alkali metal charge was plus 1, their size is bigger, this size is smaller, so their hydration enthalpies are higher than group 1. Further, what we have in the data, metallic radius we have talked, ionic radius we have told, ionization, hydration enthalpy. What about the melting points and boiling points? As you can see, students, their size is smaller, charge is more, charge is 2 plus. So what will happen? Their melting points and boiling points are higher than group 1. But as you can see, within this there is no regular trend. There is no regular trend in the melting points and boiling points. And one important point is that for magnesium has much lower melting point and boiling point. What could be the reason, students? The boiling and melting points are determined. One is the metallic bond, and there are two types of bonds which you are seeing here. There is a metallic bond, or they are ionic nature. At the same time, there is some covalent character which is present in the beryllium as well as in the magnesium. Now there are factors, other factors also, the packing, crystal packing. So in the case of magnesium, you see what is happening. It is clear that beryllium, which is there, which has a covalent character and shows very high melting and boiling points. As you can see, melting and boiling points of beryllium are very high, small size. Therefore, the covalent character is there in beryllium. But in the case of magnesium, there is some covalent character, there is some ionic character, and therefore, what we find that it shows exception and has very low melting and boiling point. This is an important point which we have marked here. As you will see in the books, melting point of magnesium 924 Kelvin and boiling point 13 as compared to others. And let us see about the density. The density again, you see, depends on the mass per unit volume. And as you can see that the densities are 1.842. Their densities are higher than group 1 because of the smaller size, but there is no regular trend here. It is increasing. You can say that 1.84 to 1. It is first decreasing. It is decreasing and then increasing because there are factors, mass and per unit volume. And as you can see in the last cases, from calcium to barium, there is an increase in the density. So it shows that these are packed more closely. There is a decrease in volume as compared to the mass more. Therefore, there is a increase in density. Further, let us see, students, what we have here. We are talking of the standard electrode potential values, which will show their reducing nature. They are weaker reducing agents than group 1. And you know that there we have shown for lithium plus 2, lithium was minus 3.04 volt, and here you see the values are less, values are lower. The values are lower for beryllium, 2 plus 2 beryllium. You can see the value which is given is minus 1.97 volt. So this shows that their reducing character is less than alkali metal because their size are smaller, ionization enthalpy is higher. Smaller size, ionization enthalpy first higher. It depends on the sublimation enthalpies, you know that, and also on the hydration. So it's a combination of all these three. But as you go further, you find their electrode potentials are becoming more negative. Therefore, calcium, strontium, barium are becoming stronger reducing agents, and these values are almost same. Further, let us see their flame colorations. Important point is that flame colors, as we said, told you in the alkali metals also, that when you heat them in the Bunsen burner, they are oxidized, electrons are excited to higher energy states, and these excited electrons in higher energy state only live for a few nanoseconds, after which they fall, and they fall in a visible region, and therefore they give beautiful colors which can be used as detection and identification of these elements in the visible region. Here you see that you are getting brick red, calcium brick red, flame color, and crimson color, barium and calcium strontium is giving crimson red, and barium is giving apple green. These are used for detection and identification of these elements when they are heated in the Bunsen flame. Their compounds or salts, you will get these colors. Now again the electrons are excited to the higher energy states. When they return back, they are fall in the visible region. But you see beryllium and magnesium do not give flame colors in the Bunsen burner. Now the reason, what is the reason for this, students? Because these elements have high ionization enthalpy, smaller size, so the excitation of electron needs more energy, which is not possible in the Bunsen burner, and they will need higher energy, and when they will fall back also, that will not come in the visible part. Therefore they do not give flame colors. So these do not give flame color. Beryllium and magnesium, important question, do not give flame color because of their higher ionization enthalpy, smaller size. Others give flame colors. So here, students, we have discussed some of the general atomic and physical properties of these. Physical properties, they are also soft, but they are less soft or little harder than group 1. So as compared to group 1, they are less soft and harder because of their smaller size and more +2 positive charge, as we have shown here. So students, I will meet you in my next lecture.